also once was a beginner roller skater, and I want to pass on some tips for you if you're just getting into roller skating. Hey, my name is Breanna. I am a street, skate park, dance skater, and a digital creator. So basically, I create resources for roller skaters who are trying to learn and progress at roller skating from beginner to intermediate level. I've been skating for over 5 years, and I really enjoy investing in my community and other skaters. So in this video, I just want to share some tips with you. Let's get straight into them. So my first tip for you is to not compare yourself to other skaters. This is such a slippery slope, especially with social media. It can be so easy to look at someone else's skating, see what they're doing, see how good their videos are, whatever it is, and start comparing yourself. It's just really important to be able to enjoy your own skating. If that's going to be distraction, like tune out, cut it off. It's definitely not worth it. It's very easy to fall into that. I think everyone does, and I don't think it's something to beat yourself up over, but just going into starting off and being a beginner skater, I just want you to be aware and to, right off the bat, keep yourself conscious when you start to compare yourself to other skaters and their skating, and just tell yourself, like, stop it in its tracks. And the best way to do that is to just start off and being intentional and knowing that's something you're gonna do and that you're not gonna allow yourself to compare yourself to other skaters. That's just gonna steal all the fun of it for you, and it'll really keep you from actually being able to be present and enjoy your own skating. So, number one, don't compare yourself to other skaters. You need to focus on you. So let's start off with that. Focus on your skating journey. What is fun for you? What do you want to do? What are you doing? And like, how can you go do that right now? Like, be present, focus more on what you are doing rather than what other people are doing out there. That's their stuff. And yes, you can be inspired by other people, and you totally should get inspiration from other skaters. But at the end of the day, really, you should be connected to yourself and your own truth and what is right for you and what feels good. Tip number 2 is to take the pressure off. So if you have a lot of expectations of yourself going into starting with skating, you might put a lot of pressure on yourself, and that takes away all the fun. It's good to have goals and things that you want to accomplish in skating, but I think it's really important to just embrace the process and to go in very open and don't put any like expectations or pressure on yourself, and just see what you can do and let that progress naturally, and embrace the journey and accept however that looks, even the awkwardness and the weird stages that come with being new at something and not knowing how to do it and not feeling confident yet, because you will grow and you will build that confidence. So just off the bat, don't put any heavy expectations yourself and pressure yourself and because then you're going to just start getting frustrated with yourself and you're not going to enjoy it. So focus more on having fun, embracing the process, and just be really lighthearted with yourself and like laugh things off and let yourself be silly. I think actually the most fun we have when we're roller skating is when we can be silly. So that leads into my third tip. My third tip is to find yourself a community. Find other people to skate with. They don't even have to be other roller skaters. They can be inliners, they can be skateboarders, they can be any kind of skater. But just find people that you vibe with and connect with them, and look and see if there's a community around you. Like, go to the places where skaters go, the skate park, the rink, community events. Like, look it up, just Google it, roller skating events in, and then put your city and state. There probably will be something. Roller skating has become a lot more popular in the last couple years. Since the pandemic, there's been a big rise in interest in roller skating, and our community has grown. It's amazing, and I love it, and I'm so excited that you want to be a part of it. You should be. So yeah, just get involved, just like show up. I know that social anxiety and being new to something and not being great at it yet can be intimidating. The skating community should be welcoming to you, and you know, when you show up, they're happy that there's another skater who's interested in doing something that we love and we're passionate about. So of course we're excited that you're here. We want you to be here, and they would not organize events if they didn't want people to come to them. You're a person and you want to come, show up. Have a good time. And you know, the energy that you bring to things can play a huge role in how you have an experience. So if you're coming in with a positive mindset that you're gonna have fun, you're gonna meet new people, that you're going to put your best foot forward, then like other people will see that, and they'll like, that will be contagious and they will catch on. So that's how I go into social situations. I just know that, hey, I'm here to have fun. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to enjoy myself, and I hope that everyone else does too. And I feel like that energy, that joy, that positivity is contagious, and people can feel that energy. So just go in knowing that you're going to have a fun time, that you want to have a fun time, and you will. Also, when you go to community events, make sure you actually like connect with a couple people. Like go up to someone. I know it can be intimidating, but if no one comes up to you, go up to someone and say hi and say, I'm new here, I'm so-and-so, I'm from here, or I live here and this is my first time at the event. Like who cares? Like put yourself out there, because people will be like, oh cool, it's nice to meet you, and then like you'll connect. Then like exchange Instagram handles, you know, like keep in touch. And that way you guys can hit each other up, or you can let each other know next time you go skating. Put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to show up. Don't be afraid to just try it. Put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to do your research and have like a learning phase. Make it fun for yourself. If you don't know something, you can research. There's a lot of resources like this channel, like many other channels that are out there. There's a lot of creators trying to be helpful in the skating community. It's awesome to see. Don't be afraid to ask for or seek advice. It's totally fine if you want to ask someone, hey, where did you get your skates? I was thinking about doing this. What do you recommend? Like, it's okay to ask. And especially if you want to ask someone like me, I'm pretty active on my DMs on Instagram and comments when people ask me questions, and here on YouTube when people ask in the comments. So that's literally why I started creating this resource for beginner roller skaters, is because those resources weren't there for me really when I started skating, especially with park skating. There was like one resource and that was it. And so I started putting out tutorials and tips on that and teaching it, because I wanted people who are new to it to have a safe space to learn and feel comfortable that they had, you know, all the tips and have someone break it down for them. And so that's, you know, what I'm here for. So don't be afraid to use the resources that are around you. There's so many more today available to you as a skater. I will link some below for you as well if you're looking for some beginner skating resources. Another really great resource that a lot of people don't think about is skate shops. If you have a local skate shop, some of them are only geared towards a specific style of skating, like skateboarding, but a lot of even skateboard shops have integrated roller skating into their inventory, so it's a possibility. Just connect with a quad skating shop, talk with them, ask questions about setups. You can also, again, like research and ask questions online as well. Or if you see a skater riding a certain pair of skates or gear, ask them about it. Usually we're pretty excited to talk about it. We're gonna give you our feedback and let you know how we like it. I personally love nerding out about gear and roller skates. That's literally how I started my channel, was just teaching about skate maintenance and how to take care of your skates, because I get nerdy with stuff. So don't be afraid to ask. Lastly, when you are learning, keep it simple. Essentially, when you are planning to go out and practice a new skill on roller skates, just keep it simple. Pick one thing that you really want to focus on and practice that and have fun with it and really be present and engaged in learning that. If you want, you can look up on Instagram or YouTube for some tutorials, you know, carrying over from the last tip, and that will help you have a little direction in knowing what it is you should be doing, because when you're learning a new skill, you can be really lost if you're trying to learn on your own. That's why I recommend going and showing up to community events, because then people can show you stuff and will show you stuff. Absolutely. And you can even ask them, if you see them doing a skill, how do you do that? And they might actually demonstrate and show you. Not everyone can teach, but you know, just surround yourself with people who skate, and eventually you will catch on. You will feel inspired and challenged to learn new things. But if you're learning on your own, my advice for you, my tip for you, is just to keep it really simple. Focus on one skill at a time and practice it, or just a few, like, you know, a couple skills. That way you can really focus on those and progressing them and focus your energy on it. So yeah, that's what I recommend. If you're getting frustrated with one specific skill and it's not coming as quickly, maybe that skill isn't coming naturally to you, that's totally fine. Certain skills will come more naturally to you than others. It's just you as a skater, and you're gonna find out your own personal style. So if something isn't working out, it's like let's say you're trying to learn side stance, and a lot of skaters, that's really difficult for them starting out. Like, maybe move on to an easier skill for you, or one that's going to come more naturally to start off, and then come back and revisit that one when you're ready, or when you can have some advice or have someone coach you through it. That's my recommendation for you. Don't start off with the hardest skills or the most challenging skills. Start off with something that can kind of just get you into it, and start building those basic fundamental skills first. Definitely focus on things like your balance and being able to build your skills up to a point where you don't have to think about it, and you can do them smoothly and effortlessly. Like, actually practice them. That investment in practicing and getting those fundamental basic skills down will set a base for you learning all the fancy and fun stuff that's exciting and cool, and that makes you feel like, oh damn, I'm like a really badass skater now, which is probably your goal, starting off with roller skating, and you can get there. I'm here to help, so make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video if you appreciated it, and I hope to do a couple more of these quick videos giving you tips. I have a lot more for you. If you want advice for anything with roller skating starting out, drop your questions below. I'd be happy to help you out. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Happy skating. Bye.